Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn love reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not, as that may be meant for someone else. All right, so we're going to get some tarot. We're going to look at what you may be possibly struggling with within a relationship. We're going to look at current energies or what you may need to look at, and then we're going to look at future energies as energies that may possibly be coming in for you. I'm going to use my vice versa tarot, which there are images on both sides. If you are interested in any of the cards that I am using, please feel free to check out the links down below. All right. Capricorn love life, Capricorn relationships. What's going on for Capricorn? All right. Seven of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Queen of Cups. Current energies, what you need to look at. Seven of Wands. Yeah. Okay. Ace of Wands, Strength card. Future energies, Hangman. The World. The King of Swords. We've got the Death card on this side, and then on this side we have the Five of Wands. So I'll put that there, and then I'll turn that one over. It gets a little confusing sometimes with it on both sides, but I just kind of go with what I feel. All right, so what you may be struggling with is we have the Seven of Pentacles here, and he's kind of sitting here and he's looking at this tree, but this tree is dead, and it's like the pentacles are on there. We have this skull right here behind the tree. I feel like it's a relationship. It's like, you know what, I got everything that I can get out of this relationship. I feel like there's no more to give to this relationship. There's no more to get to a relationship. I feel like it's with the Knight of Swords, it's like kind of moving away from something, and I feel like it's kind of turning your back on something, or someone turned their back on you, that you're kind of shutting down as far as emotions. I feel that you're kind of looking at a relationship and you're like, I can't give anymore, I can't do anymore, and this is starting to aggravate me, this is starting to frustrate me, this is starting to make me shut down. It's like, I feel like you need your time away from a relationship, and that you need to sort through your emotions and your feelings. For current energies, I feel like it's time to face something. Like this card here, the Seven of Wands, I feel like it's time to face something, right? It's time to face it. It's time to look at things. It's time to make some change. It's time to take some actions. It's time to face your fears, because we have this here, which represents the devil. And then we have this here. This is the Strength card. So we have the lion and we have the girl, and then we have the infinity sign here, which represents individual empowerment and everlasting love. I feel like it's time to face your fears. It's time to face a difficult decision. It's time to face something that, just to be strong and to be confident and to make those choices that are best for you, right? It's time to say, I'm moving on, right? I've had enough. I've had enough of this. I've put so much into this that I can't get any more out of it. I put so much into it. I have to face my fears. I have to look it straight in the eye, and I have to deal with the situation. And to take hold of the situation and not let the situation take a hold of you, right? This relationship. This could be a friendship, it could be a partnership, it could be with a family member, it could be whatever this represents for you, but it's like, you know what, I gotta face my fears. I gotta face my fears, and I gotta deal with this. And with this overall energy, the Death card is facing those fears, right? Doing that shadow work, dealing with those difficult situations, dealing with the things that you don't really want to deal with, right? Coming face to face to that. It's almost like things are lining up, because I feel like things are lining up that it's something that you have to deal with, but I feel like it makes you stronger. With future energies, we have the Hangman, which is looking at things from a different perspective, looking at relationships differently, learning from those. We have the snake hair, right? The snake hair represents wisdom. We have the World card, and then we have the King of Swords, and his armor is, you know, he's strong and he's confident and he's ready to face those things. And we have the bird here, the hawk here. And I feel like it's kind of standing your ground and kind of, I feel like it has that, he has that armor around him. And it's almost like protecting yourself from this situation. And I do feel you kind of put some armor up around yourself because of what's happened here, that maybe you were feeling that you were vulnerable over here and you're like, wow, I let my guard down and I really let this person in, and then this situation happened and I can't do it anymore. So I feel like you may put some armor around you and you may put some armor to protect yourself. But I also feel like I feel like it's temporary. It's just to help you to get past the situation. And then we, at the bottom of the deck, we had this Five of Wands, but I feel like it's almost like a healthy, because this side over here we have the volcano, so I feel like that's negativity and fighting. And it was almost like you see that this was a battle, that this was something that you had to do to get yourself into a better place. You know, it's kind of fighting for yourself. It's kind of coming into your own realization that you can't deal with this situation anymore and that you've given all that you can give and you can't do anymore. Sometimes that's what we need to do, is like we keep trying and trying in a relationship and you're like, okay, I'm going to do everything that I can do so that when I walk away, I know that I've tried everything that I could try and I've done everything that I could do, and that I couldn't do anymore, and that I'm okay with this relationship ending. I'm okay with walking away from this. All right, so let's get some more cards here. We have the Hangman again, okay, and that's my favorite card, and that's that taking a step back and seeing things from a different perspective and seeing that you've put everything that you could into this relationship and this situation. We have the Devil card, so that can represent you. I almost feel like maybe you were feeling tied down within this relationship because we have these two people and they have this rope around their neck. And you were realizing that, hey, was this really a freedom relationship? Was this really a back and forth? Or was this something that I felt bound to, that was toxic, that was not good, that was, you know, not the best situation for me? That was fool's gold, because we have all of the cups and the pentacles and the wands, and that it's clad in fool's gold. And it's like you don't want to be fooled anymore by this relationship, right? By things, you know, false things, that you are believing in false things, that you were looking at the shiny objects and it was pulling you in, but really when you got in, it was really not very good. It was dark and not positive. So I feel like you're coming out of that and you're realizing things. Two of Swords, making that decision, like I said, that you tried the best that you could try, you put every effort in there, and that you realize, okay, I have to do what's best for me, and I can walk away feeling confident knowing that I did everything that I could do. We have and I feel like this Two of Cups here represents a relationship that you have with yourself. It could be that for some of you, maybe you want to work on this relationship and that you put more effort into it, and it does work out. But I'm not really feeling that. I'm feeling like it's a relationship that you've had to walk away from, that you have this new future, you have this new beginning, that you're looking at these, you know, new possibilities, you're opening new doors, you're opening new gates, new relationships. But I feel like it changes you for future relationships, that in a future relationship that you want a partnership, that you want a true partnership where you work side by side, not where you're feeling controlled or manipulated. Temperance, Sagittarius, having that freedom, right? Feeling that freedom. And it's going to take some time for this process for you to work through, but you're really making the decisions that are best for you. And I feel like there may be some armor and you may be kept to yourself. You may need some time to yourself after this relationship ends, or if this relationship just ended, you know, you're working through the process, but I feel like you may need that alone time to focus on you. Knight of Pentacles is that slow, steady progress and getting, to better things and coming into this bear energy and feeling stronger and feeling more confident, and that you'll get back there. But I feel like you may need some alone time because you, like I said, I feel like you may have some walls up, some armor around you because of the situation that you went through. But I feel like it changes your perspective on relationships, right? That you want a partnership. You want, because I love these two here, where these two people are here together, they're smiling, they're happy, and these two hands are holding, and it's hand in hand. And I feel like over here, this is not something, I feel like this was one-sided, and this was where you're giving, 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 and you couldn't do anymore. And then we have the Death card, which is up there, which is letting go of what's not working for you, and that transition and that transformation. And I feel like that's what you've gone through here, but I love it. Six of Wands, success and victory. Yeah, definitely. You won this one, right? You're feeling victorious. You're feeling good. You're feeling like, yeah, this was a hard battle, but I'm glad that I went through it. I'm glad I was able to see, you know, that I was in this hangman energy, that I was able to see things from a different perspective, and it was a fool's gold, you know, that it was, the reality was of it deep down really wasn't as good as what I was thinking, that it was, you know, kind of on the outside it looked great, but on the inside the relationship was not that good and healthy. But it's you realizing that and then making those changes that are better for yourself and changing up the future relationships that you have. You know, that's kind of, it's almost like sometimes I feel like people are put in our lives, you know, to help us and to support us and for us to move forward, but also I feel like there are those people that are there to challenge us and for us to see, for those learning lessons, right? To see what it is that we don't want so that we know more what we do want. And I feel like this is one of those situations. All right, so let's close out with an animal oracle. Like that one, Bee Spirit, love that. Sweet results await. Yes, they do, because it's a big realization for you, right? It's a big learning lesson for you. It was a big, it was something big that you had to go through, but the sweet results await, because I feel like it changes your perspective on relationships. And it's you releasing those relationships where you feel that you're always trying, and you're giving, and it's not giving back to you, right? Because the tree is dead. You know, the tree has nothing else to give, and you're like, okay, I'm not going to sit here and wait for this anymore. I'm ready to take action. I'm ready to face those things. And it's patting yourself on the back because you did this, right? You realized this, you saw this, and you took the actions that you needed to change things. That you didn't just sit and let this happen to you, that you took the actions to make the changes, right? Because we have the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands. So it's that progression, right, of moving forward. And we have the Four of Wands. So we have 2, 3, and 4. It's that progression. And we have 5 of Wands. Do we have a 6? Do we have a 6? We have a 7. So I feel like it's definitely that progression for you within this reading here. Oh yeah, we do. We have the 6 of Wands, and then we have the 7 of Wands. Look at that. That's pretty cool. So definitely progression here for you. Movement, that you've Wands are energy in that movement and making things happen and making those changes, right? So that's definitely what I get from this reading. All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.